My name is Vandana. I'm a counseling psychologist. I'm here today to decode the disorder anxiety.
Hi Vandana. What is anxiety and how is it different from fear?
Well, anxiety and fear both come up whenever our body feels that we are in some sort of danger. It responds by having this flight, fight, or freeze response. The difference between the two is fear is mostly something which is physical, something that you can see, and your body responds to it accordingly, like when there is an animal in front of you like a tiger, so that is fear. And anxiety is something which is mostly preconceived and it's more internalized. So we might be anxious about something that has happened in the past or something that is going to happen in the future. So it's nothing to do with the present, but it is to do with the past or the future.
What is the biological explanation of anxiety?
So whenever you look at the causes of anxiety, the first thing that comes up is your genetics. So like how we get diabetes or blood pressure from our parents, even anxiousness is something that you can get from your parents through genetics. And many a times while you're growing up, for the child, the parents is the first role model. Child observes everything that the parents do. So if the parent is extra cautious and keeps telling the child to behave a certain way, wear a particular kind of dress when the child goes out, or respond or behave in a certain manner, it creates an internal pressure for the child. When the child doesn't respond to that set expectations of the parents, he or she might feel that they're doing something wrong and they are putting a lot of pressure on themselves. So it starts off from there. And also when a person is too cautious about their child, they're creating a sensitive environment. And the sensitive environment, it keeps increasing depending upon the duration, the intensity and frequency of it. The more the child is grown in a protected environment, the higher chances for the child to experience the symptoms of anxiousness. So your environment and genetics play a crucial role in determining the initial stages of anxiety.
How does anxiety look in daily life?
Anxiety can vary from person to person depending upon the situation. Say for example, if a person has to give a presentation in front of 20 to 30 people, maybe for them anxiousness can look like they're overthinking about what are all the things that could go wrong in the presentation, or they might feel that they're not good enough to take on that presentation. They can lose their appetite, they might not sleep well in the night, they might feel nauseous, there can be dryness in the mouth and sweating in the palms. So these are certain ways in which physically anxiousness can look like. Personality can also play a huge role in how anxiety presents to people. A person who is high on neuroticism, to them everything around can seem very unhelpful and they might feel that anything and everything that they do can lead to failure. For example, if a person who is high on neuroticism, if they have scored less marks in a test, they tend to feel that in all the tests they're going to score less marks and they're never going to succeed. But a person who does not have high neuroticism, if at all they don't score good marks in a test, they might just think of it like, okay, maybe I didn't study well, or they might be motivated to do better in the upcoming tests. So your personality plays a huge role in how you look at things and in turn how you react to it.
What do we do in a therapy session for anxiety?
So different therapists use different approaches. The approach that I primarily use is acceptance and commitment therapy along with expressive arts. So in the very first session, what I do is I try to understand from where is this anxiety stemming from for the client. I ask them what are all the things that they have already done so far to handle their anxiety. What worked for them, what didn't work for them, and very important question that I ask is what is their expectation out of therapy in terms of handling their anxiety. Based on that, we set in goals, we set in strategies that we can utilize in the therapy session. One major thing that I say to all of my clients is therapy is time consuming, and it depends on the client and the therapist both. It's 50% efforts from the therapist end and 50% efforts from the client's end. Together it is 100%, and accordingly we move ahead in the sessions. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. If you like the content that we are posting, don't forget to like, share, subscribe to my channel and put your thoughts in the comments below.